When you think about social impact and a startup, do you think about farm produce or do you think about financial services? The link between a business or startup, as it is commonly known, and solutions to everyday problems may not be as complex as many may seem to believe. The perception that a startup leans more on the manufacturing or any other technical aspects of industry is a myth that needs busting. This is Foodcast, one of the several locally based startups that prides in uplifting small businesses with social impacts, in this case, vegetable and fruit vending. The app seeks to solve the poor bookkeeping challenges faced by traders that often result in financial leakages.
Foodcast is a non-profit organization, social enterprise, that helps retailers in the informal sector of Kenya to improve their business by reducing their waste. We boost financial literacy in the food markets in Nairobi. We started here in Nairobi. And through these financial literacy growth, the retailers can improve to manage their business and improve their lives. Yeah.
The app is a web-based platform that enables any trader to access their inventories and manage their finances with ease, taking out the equation of traditional pen and paper and improving on transparency. It seeks to stamp out discrepancies through simple data entry on your mobile phone. Using a unique ID, all a trader has to do is select the item to be catalogued and then input how much it was sold for and what quantities. At the end of the day, you end up with a neat mobile inventory for fruits and vegetables. But how sustainable are such startups like Foodcast in such a competitive market?
At the beginning, it was a challenge because people, obviously, they want you to buy, they won't buy a service. That's how things are. But then, them seeing our engagement and our work and our commitment actually and seeing the social impact that we are trying to implement in the markets, everything changed and the reception was completely amazing.
It all looks very green and delicious, but not without its fair share of stumbling blocks. Having a novel idea that challenges the norm, especially in socio-economic activity, seems to be the easier part. But what about the other stumbling blocks, such as getting seed capital?
It's a common issue to every startup, I think. Very common. Funding is a big problem because you need to show traction. But now, because we did this transition. When I arrived here to Kenya, the goal of Foodcast was being a social enterprise. Also with the end of being a for-profit.
The app's founder says the process of coming up with an idea, then making it viable for a market, is a sensitive balance between the community and the entire value chain. Meet Daniel Kamau, the chairman of City Park Market, who tells us what it takes to bring traders into this disruptive inventory platform.
From the Foodcast world, Mr. Nicholas met me, introduced me about the Foodcast. We had to talk one-on-one. Then I had to get the idea from him. Once I get the idea from him, I had to sell it to my fellow traders. And the adapting of which a change is as good as change. It is taking time, but to me, it will help them.
Data from the Communications Authority of Kenya indicates that the number of mobile service subscriptions in the country stood at 45.5 million in June this year. About 99% of the internet subscriptions in Kenya today are via mobile devices. Among those contributing to this could be a local grocer.
That application, it's helped me to run my business. You use it to see your expenses of the day, your sale and your profit. So at the end of the day, you are able to manage your business according to the sales of the day.
This is an indicator of the potential that Kenya has as a technological powerhouse if players are supported. It is now widely reported and it is widely known that small businesses like startups and so on have been holding the economy of Kenya together. Here's to hoping that they'll continue to arise, especially with novel ideas like this one. Alan Aoko reporting for Channel 1 Business in Nairobi.